Hello students. So in our previous class we have started our unit 2nd of physical education, that is sports and nutrition. In our previous class we have completed our first topic, and today we are going to continue with our second topic, that is nutritive and non-nutritive components of diet. So each food that we eat has different nutrient content, and therefore it is important that we should know about the effects it can have in meeting nutritional requirement. On the basis of this nutrition value of components of diet, components are divided into two categories, that is your nutritive and non-nutritive. So we'll start with our nutritive components of diet, which includes protein, carbohydrate, fats, vitamins and mineral. So students, as you know, all these nutrients we have already covered in our first topic, that is macro and micronutrient. So we'll not go into brief, just go through your textbook and you'll able to understand. We'll only study in this topic the categories and sources of nutritive components. So students, with the help of this chart, you will be able to understand different nutritive components of diet, their categories and their sources. So these are the nutritive components: protein, carbohydrate and fats, and their categories and sources. Fourth nutritive component is your vitamin. So there are two types of vitamin. One is fat soluble vitamin, which contain vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E and vitamin K. These are the characteristics and sources of fat soluble vitamin. Next is your water soluble vitamin. So these all are the water soluble vitamins. Their characteristics are mentioned and their sources are also mentioned here. So just go through all these water soluble vitamins. Next is your fifth nutritive component, that is your mineral, which include all these minerals like calcium, potassium, iron, sodium, etc. So their characteristics are there in the chart and the sources from where we can get all these minerals. So next topic is your non-nutritive components of diet. So non-nutritive components are some of the important components of food. They do not provide energy in the form of calories but are very important for us to function well. So following are the non-nutritive components of diet. So we'll study one by one. First is your roughage or fiber. So roughage or fiber are that food components which cannot be digested by the intestine tract. Roughage has no nutrient value. It adds bulk to the food and satisfies the appetite, prevents constipation. There are two types of roughage. One is soluble in water and other is not soluble in water. Second non-nutritive component of diet is your artificial sweeteners. They are also known as intense sweetener because they are many times sweetener than the regular sugar, but they add no calories to our diet. They give the duplicate taste of sugar. Artificial sweeteners are widely used in processed food like your candies, canned food, jams, and dairy product, etc. So third non-nutritive component of diet is your preservatives. A preservative is a naturally occurring or synthetically produced substance that is added to foods to prevent any undesirable chemical changes and increase their shelf life. They are divided into two types, that is your natural food preservative and artificial food preservatives. So in natural food preservation, naturally occurring substances are used such as rosemary extract, salt, sugar, vinegar, alcohol. Certain processes such as freezing, pickling, smoking, and salting can also be used to preserve the food. But in other case, that is your artificial food preservation, man-made processes are used. It uses some chemicals that are added to food to stop them from spoiling. Preservatives that are commonly used in food in small amount include sorbet. So next is your flavor compound. A flavor compound is defined as a substance that gives another substance a flavor. It increases the taste and consumers' acceptability of the food item. Just like acidic food provide sour taste, alkaline food provide bitter taste. So students, your sixth and the most important non-nutritive component of diet is water. Water is very important element of food or diet. Although it does not provide any nutritional values to our body, our blood contains 90% of water. Water helps to transport nutrients of food in the body cells. It is also very useful for excretion of waste product from the body. A normal person requires 4 to 5 liters of water every day. It has various functions in human body like removal of poisonous substance and waste product from the body, helps to digest food, protect the bones, maintain the tissue in a soft and flexible condition, help in blood circulation, maintain the body temperature, and many more. 80% of our body intake is by drinking water, and rest comes from food. So, students, now the third and the last topic of this chapter is eating for weight control, in which we have to study a healthy weight, how we can gain a healthy weight. Second is your the pitfalls of dieting. Third is food intolerance, and your last topic is food myths. So we'll start from a healthy weight. So, a healthy weight is directly related to your body mass index. A healthy weight is one that is right for your body types and height. It is based on your body mass index, that is your BMI, and the size of your waist, that is waist circumference. So, the formula to calculate BMI is weight in kgs divided by height in meter square. So, the National Institution of Health defines healthy weight as the one that is between 19 to 25. So, in this chart, you will get the different classifications of body weight, that is the underweight, normal weight, overweight, and obesity. That is in three class 1, class 2, and class 3. So this one is the chart of height and weight. The red one is for the male and the blue one is for the female. So go through this chart, will not go in detail. So next is your how to achieve healthy weight. So there are following steps. Number 1 is set an appropriate goal. Second is avoid strange diets. Third is limit intake of sugar. Fourth, eating balanced diet and healthy diet. Fifth, limiting the quantity of food. Sixth, balance calories intake and expenditure. Seventh, do not skip meals. Eighth, avoid junk food, very important. Ninth, regular exercise. So these all are the steps by which you can achieve a healthy weight. Second topic is your pitfalls of dieting. Every individual wants to look attractive, slim, so they start restricting to small amount of food intake or having special kind of food in order to lose and maintain their weight. So there are many causes of pitfall of dieting, like extreme reduction of calories, skipping meals, low energy diet, not performing physical activities, taking less liquid, starving, slim look, and stress. So third topic is your food intolerance. Food intolerance is that when a person has difficulty in digesting food. In simple words, a food intolerance means when an individual cannot digest certain food properly. Some individuals can tolerate a small amount of the food, but if taken too often or in large quantities, symptoms of food intolerance occur. So, the signs and the symptoms of food intolerance in a person are nervousness, sweating, rapid breathing, headache, diarrhea, or burning sensation on the skin. So, students, this is the last topic of this chapter, that is your food myths. There are many food myths. Many people just believe everything they hear or read. India is a country rich in flavors, spices, and food, but with the large number of food, culture, and subcultures comes the myths. What to eat, when to eat, how often to eat are such questions which usually confused. Here's the scientific explanation for most widely believed food myths in India. So they are as following. So number 1 myth is potatoes make you fat. Myth number 2, drinking water in between your meal will mess up your digestion. Myth number 3, eating eggs increase cholesterol. Myth number 4, the peel of fruits and vegetable contain no nutrients. Myth number 5, eating after 7 p.m. will make you fat. Myth number 6, having milk immediately after eating fish. Myth number 7, drinking lots of milk. Myth 8, eating ghee after pregnancy. Myth 9, fat free products will help you in losing weight. Myth number 10, starving oneself to lose weight, or we can say fasting to lose weight. Myth 11, vegetarians cannot build muscles. Myth 12, healthy food is expensive. And myth 13, exercise makes you eat more. So students, with this we have completed our unit 2nd, that is your sports and nutrition.